We finished up the Elysian Realm and now it is time for us to watch some videos. You know, I am very forgetful and I'm really glad that we have some videos to watch which are for summarization the chapters that we have experienced. So the first video of this week that we are watching for like the Elysian Realm is the Elysian Realm in a nutshell. I really love these explanation videos, you know, like these little summarizations. I think they are very helpful. And let me just say this, the Elysian Realm was an emotional roller coaster besides like the chapters that we have experienced in like the individual Elysian Realm outside of the chapter stuff, you know, but like the chapters, and I do understand that I needed the outside stuff, you know, but at the same time the chapters were like the major plot thing, you know, where all of the emotions were like literally everything was that I was missing throughout the chapters, like the 3 chapters of the Elysian Realm. And yeah, it was crazy. It was a very nice journey, and I don't know what it is about Elysia, you know, sorry for the longer intro by the way, but I don't know what it is about Elysia, but whenever she like talks, she hits so different, and it's like really hard to describe like how she does this, you know, that you like really feel what she is saying in that moment, you know, like literally all of these characters in like the stories. Is it Himeko? Is it Fuhua? Is it our 3 protagonists, right? So Mei, Kiana, or Bronya, as well as Sailor, right? Like each one of them has such a great performance. They have such great dialogues, you know, like very emotional, but also like sometimes hard, sometimes easy to understand. But at the same time, you know, there is so much emotion. I feel like in like every sentence in this game, it's insane. Anyways, we are here for the Elysian Realm in a nutshell, and I would say without further ado, we are heading right in. Let's go. I'm excited to watch some
古の
videos.
楽園のことが知りたい？難しい質問ね。だって、古の楽園の意義は人によって違うもの。
Okay.
そうね。この不思議な妖精魔法タイプライターなら正確に教えてくれるはず
Oh,
よ。
I love that they are
ヒ
bringing
ーロ
back
ー
the
になれなかった
typewriter.
13人が最終的にヒーローになった物語よ。
Their story was
文明とともに
amazing,
発生
but
する最悪、崩壊、火を追う13英傑。それは人類のために戦う13人の融合戦士。文明を守る最
I love how they are explaining this. Look at the little figures. They are so cute. And this looks like Herrscher of the Void, right? And the final defense for the previous era. I hope they explain it a little bit, you know, like for me to understand, because I feel like sometimes it was like a little bit hard to like, especially like the last banquet, but you guys have already been very helpful with giving me explanation for like the final banquet of Elysia and why she was deciding to like sacrifice herself in the end, what made her decide to like step up as a Herrscher, right, and be defeated as a Herrscher. So yeah, that really helped, because I feel like in the story it was, you know, it was not really like said out loud for me to like really have Elysia's reasons for her decision, you know, but I kind of guessed that it was for her to give humanity like the victory, the hope that they needed. And also like with the origin stuff, you know, I feel like she gave something for like the next era to have, right? So this was important, so that for May to experience like this whole thing in the Elysian Realm, right? For her to understand the Herrscher of Origin, like the powers of the Origin, and what Elysia did back then to give the next era something, right?
終防衛ライン。全文明は滅亡したけど、英傑たちの記憶で構成された古の楽園は残り、後継者の来訪を待ち続けた。今回、古の楽園はとても特殊なお客さん。
This makes me really emotional. This is a very emotional
この綺麗で
game.
可愛い女の子、 雷電レイのことよ。
True.
想像してみて、彼女の登場が英傑たちの間にどれほど大きな波紋を呼んだか。
Nah, they are
少
so
女は
cute,
崩壊
man.
の真相を探すため古の楽園を訪れた。そして英傑たちの物語を尋ね求め続けたの。
What I still don't understand though is, sorry for pausing again, Elysia said that she never heard like a voice. It was just a little bit of chaos inside of her, right? But there was never some sort of like network. I thought like the Hashas or like the Honkai is like connected to like the will of Honkai and is like doing stuff for the will of Honkai because they get their tasks from the will of Honkai. But she said she never heard it, and I'm not very sure if we actually learned something out of this, because what is the will of Honkai doing then?
それは簡単なことじゃなかった。彼らはそれぞれ表現の仕方が違ったから。
I mean, some of them were.
彼女の体を奪おうと目論む英傑や、
True.
秘密を守るため彼女は死ぬ運命にあると予言し、その歩みを止めようとする英傑もいた。それでも彼女は進むことを選んだ。代価を支払ってでも自分で選んだ道を歩くなんて強い女の子よね。
Thinking of the horns.
最後に来訪者は己の答えを手にし楽園を出て、英傑たちはまた未来の客人を待ち続けるはずだった。
I'm getting sad again.
巨大な影、次々と消える英傑たち。
Not
衝
found.
突、そして犠牲。来訪者と英傑たちは事件の真相を探ろうとする。やがて黒幕である原文明の第12律者、神職の律者が降臨した。データで構成された古の楽園の中で、神職の律者は全てを滑る力を手に入れる。
True, true, true.
神職に勝つ唯一の方法は消された英傑を呼び戻し、楽園最後のプログラムを起動させること。
The last
ただし
protocol.
勝利の代価として古の楽園は英傑たちの存在とともに世界から完全に消滅する。
Don't say it like that.
それでも彼らは迷わず戦うことを選んだの。英傑は完全無欠じゃない。多くの人と同じように失敗したり迷ったりもする。
My boy calls
それで
mom.
も彼らは前へ踏み出し、自身の選んだゴールに向かって進む。それが火を追う13英傑、凡人だったヒーローなの。多くの記憶を集めた少女はついに真我の英傑を呼び戻した。データよりも温かく大切だったのは彼らの記憶。ずっと求めてたものを手にした律者の少女は、
To be honest, guys, I don't know why their story is like something. I think it's because it's so tragic, even though they were just data, it is like so crazy to lose them, right? And even though they were just data, they sacrificed like their whole like kind of legacy, right? Like the whole realm was sacrificed to even protect the future now, right? I think they are great heroes. It's hard to describe what this whole story makes me feel, but it's like always so bittersweet. I think that is the right word always for like these tragic stories.
お礼に思い出のパーティーでヒーローたちに盛大なカーテンコールを捧げた。
Oh, May hugging
よく考
her.
えてみたらメイって少しひどくない？勝手に人の心に入っておいてあんな大胆なことまでして本当に悪い子よね。
She's
そのせいで
crooked.
もっと好きになっちゃったわ。物語の最後で13英傑に認められ祝福を得た来訪者は
We're
彼ら
taking
の
their
意志を
stuff
背負い
with
古
us.
の楽園を出て彼女自身の未来を切り開く。楽園での最後の戦い、その結末はもうわかるはずよ。何せ可愛い女の子は何でもできる。そうでしょ。古の楽園の物語はこれで幕を閉じた。
That is so
け
sad.
ど悲しまないで。私たちはここにいるわ。私たちの物語を読んで存在を覚えて 今後私たちはあなたの
Man.
感情に残り、その進む道を見届ける。たった一つの楽園はあなたのおかげでみんなの心に存在するようになるの。とてもロマンチックでしょ。だから私たちの物語を忘れないで。約束しましょうね。
This game is constantly making me cry. Like, oh, we can hide it now. That is insane, guys. That is really insane. What an amazing video though. Although it was so tragic, I loved how they did like the chibi figures and like showed us this. I love these recaps, you know. They are not very detailed, but they catch the premise and give us an overview of what we have experienced. I love their final words here, you know, like that they are still living on in the memories. And I feel like that is something really important for them right now. May has reached every single one of them. She collected each of their stories, you know, and she will be the one to remember them. She can keep them alive, right, by spreading the word of these like fallen heroes, by like mentioning them, by like remembering them. They are going to live on, right? And I think that's a really nice message, but it's also like, as I said before, bittersweet to have seen them end their lives again. You know, they sacrificed everything for humanity, although they were like such different individuals, right? Elysia brought together this like very special group, and she loved them no matter what. She loved humanity no matter what, despite being a Herrscher, right? And she wanted to change everything up, you know, give the future hope so they can defeat the Honkai, live as humans and stuff like that. It was a great story in the end, although the beginning was a little bit slow. But as I said before, the chapters were just really great. I really enjoyed them. But yeah, guys, that's it for this reaction. We still have the Golden Courtyard anime reaction this week, and I think Tea Time with Elysia or something like that. So keep an eye out for that. As always, thank you so much for watching and for stopping by, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.